Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around tonight, and I thought I'd put together this review for you guys on this new one I just picked up recently. You guys saw it a couple days ago in my mail call video, and I'm really starting to like this thing. I think I still like my Springers maybe a little bit better, but this thing's really growing on me. What we have here, and this is an older version, but you can still get, it's a little bit different configuration on the stock and the newer ones, but you can still buy this gun basically brand new. This is a Beeman model AR2078. This one is the original version 2078 without a revision letter after it. They're up to revision B now. Like I said, the stock has a little bit different profile, but as far as I can tell, the internals and everything in the main part of the gun is still pretty much unchanged. But this thing really shoulders nice. It really seems to be shooting pretty accurately. I've done a little bit of messing around with zeroing it, but I haven't done a lot of haven't spent a great deal of time doing that, but just working on feeling the trigger out and getting that set. I did some testing with it, and before we get into doing some shooting, I did take a picture of I did 5 trigger pulls with my Lyman trigger gauge. Here's a picture of the average. It was about a 1 pound 6 ounce trigger. I did have one trigger pull that was 15 ounces, sub 1 pound, and then the rest of them were all 1.7, 1.8, right around in there, so it averaged out to about 1 pound 6 ounces. And that's, I haven't touched it yet. From what I can tell, looking at it, it looks just like the trigger in like a Crosman 1400 or 140, and I'm going to take it apart and play around with it. It should have adjustment for both the single stage and the pull weight if it is the same as the 1400. If I get it apart and it looks like an interesting video, maybe I'll do an update on that as well. But one thing else I did was I did some chronograph testing with it, and with some 7-grain pellets, the 7-grain Meisterkugels, so they're exactly 7 grains. I was running right around 630 feet per second. I'll put the snapshot of the Caldwell app information right here. So pretty good. It's rated for 650 feet per second with alloy pellets. So for it to be doing 630 feet per second with just 7-grain Meisterkugels is pretty darn good. I did not test it with some alloys. I do have some. Maybe I'll do that another time. I just recently got some 5.2 grain alloy pellets, so we'll have to try some of those. But we'll go ahead and shoot a couple of groups, see how it does. First one I'm going to do, I'll try these H&N Excites. Seem to be shooting pretty good in it. It does have the adjustable or interchangeable inserts in the globe, and this one's a little bit thick for the targets that I'm shooting. So, but my inserts are out in the car, so I don't want to take the time to change it out today, but we'll try it another day. So it covers up part of the target, so I might not get the perfect the alignment there. And I'm pretty, oh yeah, one other thing before I start shooting, I did put cylinders in this when I unboxed it and shot it, and it was shooting pretty good, but the next morning it was all bled out. And what I found was the seal, the little rubber seal in this cap up here was cracked. And like I said, this is a new old stock. It's probably at least I'm not sure exactly how old it is, but it was new old stock, so I kind of anticipated things like that to be a little bit squirrely with it. I don't know if there's a way to tell with the serial number if there's a date code built into this serial number or not, but if anybody knows that, let me know down in the comments below. But I did put more CO2 in this after I put a new, I have a box of metric and SAE O-rings that I got from Harbor Freight, and I can't remember the size, but the metric one fit perfectly in there, and this CO2 has been in here for 3 or 4 days now, and it's not bled off, and I've got probably 20 shots on this, so hopefully we don't run out before I get done with the video in this one. But I have to do some bench rest testing with it too, just to see, because, you know, take me out of the equation, but just for a review, I'll do some offhand shooting with it. And see what we can do for grouping on it. This might be a fun one to do pellet testing with too, because it's such an easy gun. Once you get the CO2 in it, it's really easy to cock and load. So oh, pulled that one a little bit low. I had a really nice group going there too. Darn it, that was all me. I flinched that one down. Alrighty, that's not a bad looking group for offhand shooting. So let's see, let me I'm gonna open up this can here. I'm gonna do some Meisterkugels. So these are a little bit heavier, but we'll go ahead and see. These are the 8.2 grain Meisterkugels. So I kind of expect that might shift my point of impact a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Still shooting off to the right there. Ooh, that wasn't me. That was a good. Was a good squeeze there, so maybe it doesn't like these ones. We'll take a look here in a minute. Maybe it's not too bad. I definitely got to do some better zeroing with it, though. It's still off to the right. When I first unboxed it and started shooting it, I was a good 1.5 inches off to the right here on me. But it looks like it's grouping pretty good. I'm sure all of that fluctuation is just me bobbling around here. Alright, well, you can see those targets. Those are pretty decent. Look like they grouped pretty well for shooting offhand especially. But there you go. There is my first review, I guess, or main review of my Beeman AR2078. Like I said, this is the oldest version, or older version. So the serial number begins with a 12 and ends with a 09. So I don't know if that's any indication of maybe what year this thing might have been made, or anybody know how many years these have been made. But the newer ones got a different profile stock, more beefy up in the front, more blocky, like a bench rest target gun. So this one's more of a sporty type of arrangement. It does have an adjustable butt piece that can go up and down, so you get a little adjustment there if you need it. Really nice rear aperture. Like I said, interchangeable front globe. And overall, for a really budget-friendly gun, I don't think you can go wrong. If you can get one of those, you can find them. They're usually around the $250 mark, but you can search around and find some of these for cheaper. I got this one under $200 shipped to me. So there you go, the Beeman AR2078. Get yourself a new one, get yourself an old one if you can find maybe even a used one. I'm sure they're rebuildable if need be, but it's quite a shooter. If you like CO2, you can see just a little bit of, I haven't practiced with it hardly at all, just enough to get it almost zeroed, and I'm already shooting groups like that, so there you go. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Another thing, check out the link in my post down below. I have an Amazon storefront now, and I posted a bunch of stuff in there. I'm going to be putting more stuff in there as time goes on too. Cool stuff that I find. And if you order anything out of that storefront, it doesn't cost any more than just if you had searched for it on Amazon separately. But I will get a little bit of commission off of that, each one of those sales, and it'll help out the channel, help me get cool stuff like this to keep coming in. So anyway, have a great day.